Hi, art people. We are going to start our Cubism tree today. Cubism, as you know, is a type of art movement where artists try to show many different points of view in one picture, sometimes seen as a very blocky, chunky, sort of distorted look within an artwork. What we're going to do is start our tree, and we're going to be inspired by the Cubism movement. So to start off, we're going to go ahead and just make a simple trunk. If you want to do this with pencil first, you definitely can. I'm just going to make mine a big chunky rectangle, and I'm going to fill it in using this chisel tip Sharpie. Any kind of marker will work. Black will work, brown will work. I'm going to go ahead and use black. Notice it's a little bit thicker down at the bottom than it is at the top, just to show some definition, a little bit of definition to my tree. Also notice I've got some under paper here so I don't ruin my table. We don't want to get any Sharpie on our table because it does not come off that easily. I've learned that the hard way. Not that it matters. I have an art table at home that's just covered in all kinds of good marker and paint and all that. All right, so we've got our trunk. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some lines that are radiating out of the top. So they'll be fanned out. We'll make a line here, and they're going to rotate around the top of our tree. You don't need a ruler, but you can use one if you want. Some can be close together. They can be further apart from one another. There's no perfect science for this. Remember, it's art. You're having fun with it. Maybe I'll squeeze another one in there. All right. So we've got our trunk, and then we've got branches. Now this next part, since it's Cubism, it's going to be very simplified, and it's going to look like we've got a lot of different points of view happening. We're going to go ahead and make some leaves. So I'm going to break up some of these sections into different sections, like so. Almost as if it's a spider web, maybe. I've just got some triangles jutting out. I'm making them all different. No two areas are going to look the same. There's a little triangle jutting out, maybe a line down the middle. Some nice thick lines here. They're definitely going from one side to the other. There's no halfway. It goes all the way over to touch one of the lines, and then we can start again. And you just basically want to fill this up with shapes. And these shapes are going to act as our leaves for our cubist tree. It's very simple. It's a simplified way of doing a tree. It's a lot of fun. And there we have it. We've got our tree. We've got our branches. Now let's just do a little something on the bottom so it's not completely uneven. Maybe we'll make a fence. So I'll make two lines coming across. We can make this look like a fence, maybe something like that. And now add some extras. We've got our cubist top here, we've got our tree, we've got our fence. Let's add a little something to make it look more unique. Add something of your own. I'm gonna add, let's see, I'm gonna add a little triangle bird at the top. And remember, I'm keeping it very simplified. Does that look like a bird? I don't know. We're gonna make him look like a bird. Here's his legs. Here's his wing. Maybe a little feather on top of his head. I don't know about that. We're gonna make him work. He looks like a unicorn. That's okay. And then maybe I'll do a little pumpkin over here. So instead of a round pumpkin, we wanna make him very jagged looking, very cubist looking. Think about Minecraft. Think of all those little jagged edges that they have in Minecraft. That's what we're going for. All right, so I've got my crazy bird. I've got sort of a pumpkin shape, and I've got my leaves on the top of my trunk. Go ahead and finish this up. Try and make it nice thick lines, nice dark lines. If you have a Sharpie, that's gonna be your best bet. This one is a chisel tip, which has a really, can give you an opportunity to have a thick tip on the top, or it can have a nice point, depending on how you hold it. So Sharpies are best, but if you have just a regular black Crayola marker, that's gonna work for you too. And we're gonna leave off here because you worked really hard on this. You made a really nice outline. Next time I see you, we're gonna go ahead and start the coloring process. I'll see you then.